Hi guys, I hope you're all good and you're doing okay in these hard times. My name's Amy, I do fashion and beauty based, sometimes some travel, well not at the moment. I know it's really difficult times at the moment. I'm just gonna carry on as usual and kind of like try and stay motivated and stay positive. So I have decided to do a natural get ready with me for my quarantine or self-isolation day. I think that like a few of us are losing the whole routine aspect. I moaned on my Instagram recently about how I feel really deflated and unmotivated, and it's quite hard to like keep yourself going, and I think a lot of people feel the exact same. And one of the things that I have been doing, which I don't usually do, whenever I like have a editing day or something, I don't actually wear makeup, but recently I've started to get into the habit of just doing my makeup every day. It's not just like a static thing, it's just for me to like pay attention to my face, pay attention to myself and make myself feel good and a bit more motivated for my day. I'm going to try and use as minimal products, as affordable products as I possibly can. Lots of my makeup tutorials are very like glam and out there, but today we're doing a really fast, quick, get up and go, quite a natural makeup look. I'll just get started. I have done my skincare routine already. If you want me to do a video on that, I'm more than happy to. I certainly am loving pampering my face and doing face masks in the bath and exfoliating. I even fake tan the other day, feeling fresh. I'll put all the products I use for my skincare in the description box. To start with, I'm gonna go in with my Revolution Glow Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray, and I'm just gonna, it's just a satin spray, but I'm actually gonna try and like wake up my face. I actually do have a top on, by the way. I've just like rolled it down. I'm gonna use the Ordinary High Spreadability Fluid Primer. Really like this primer. I think it does a really good job. I don't usually use a silicone primer, but it is really soft. Make sure I get my lips involved as well. I'm gonna try something that I haven't tried before. I actually saw it recently. So I'm getting like quite open pores around my nose area, my T-zone. Someone actually said to me the other day that I should powder a little bit in that space there. Because I want this to be affordable, I'm going to try and use this palette as much as possible because this has got so many shades in there. So it's the Revolution, or Makeup Revolution Iconic Lights and Contour Pro. 8 little palette things there, all different colours. They're really nice actually. I have been using this one quite a bit for contouring. I've not really used these ones like at all, so I'm going to just give this a go. I'm going to take this colour here. This hopefully will just like fill in my pores a bit around my nose area. I have a few open pores on my chin as well, so I'm going to go in there and a little bit, basically on your T-zone, so I'm not going too crazy. I'm going to use this Fit Me Maybelline New York Matte Poreless Normal to Oily Skin foundation. This is the shade 112, and I think with my tan it's probably going to be perfect. I never fake tan my face anyway. I'm going to go in the center of my face. Like I said, I fake tanned recently, and I think that has helped me loads with like me feeling a bit more better about myself, because obviously we're not getting a lot of or too much sun. Like we've had some nice sun over the last couple of days, which has been nice, but not like enough to be like sunbathing and stuff. If you like to fake tan, I think is a great way for you to really like have that routine, you know, like you're going out. I use the Melissa, I can't remember, I'll link it down below, but it's a really good fake tan, super cheap. I used to use like the Bondi Sands, but my bank account didn't like it, so. But honestly, fake tanning, just to give yourself a bit of colour, a bit of radiance, and like kind of tricking your body and mind in thinking you've had loads of sun, honestly has really helped. It's been really nice for me to actually spend a bit more time doing YouTube and my Instagram, which I will also link down below. I've got a really bad habit of working myself too hard. Like I'm quite self-motivated indoors as it is. Like I like to write down lists of like everything I need to do in the day, and I tick them off, and it includes like Monday stuff like doing the washing, exercising, walking the dog. I try and like do as much work as I can in the day, and I really think that I need to kind of add in some more like creative stuff, or stuff that not necessarily is work related or housework related, or like stuff I have to do. Something more like I enjoy, like, you know, like I love crocheting, I love making stuff, I like doing arty bits. So I'm trying to like incorporate some stuff. Like I started learning Welsh the other day. It's just been quite difficult actually, but I've actually really enjoyed learning another language. I really highly recommend, if you're looking for like some more like brain stimulating work, definitely try and learn a language on Duolingo, which is the app that everyone goes on about. It's actually really good. I actually think that powdering beforehand has helped so much. We'll see how it holds out all day, but on first impressions, it's given me lots of coverage and it's made it look really seamless. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. This is in the shade C8.5. I'm just gonna stick that directly under my eyes. Beauty blender again to just dab that in. Also, Netflix series, by the way, if you've got any recommendations of Netflix series or films, let me know. Preferably a series, because I'm obsessed with series at the moment. I have been watching The Hunters, which I've been loving. Love is Blind. Hunters is on Amazon Prime, by the way. Oh, Tiger King on Netflix. Oh my god, heartbreaking, but really, really worth a watch. It's not like based around the tigers, it's more about the guy who owns the zoo. I really want to use a cream contour, but I don't have a cream contour, which is really sad. Instead, I'm going to use the Nip and Fab foundation in the colour 45. This is like a really rich colour, and I like this because it's a foundation, it blends really nicely into the skin, and you only need like a couple of dots before it like starts getting too dark. So just like literally that amount is fine for me. But cream contour, I need some cream contour, so if you've got recommendations, let me know. I think using the same beauty blender as well really helps with like making sure everything is like into your skin and everything is blended. But you'll see now, so like this makes such a difference. Yeah, I've been having really bad nightmares recently. I don't know what's been going on. I've had like really bad, you know, like really bad nightmares. Like mostly about Rich. Like he always ends up cheating on me in my dreams, and then I wake up and I'm like hating him for it. It's so weird. I'm really enjoying watching YouTube at the moment as well. Like, so if you've got any favourite YouTubers, please let me know. Anyone that you think I'll like. I love watching the same sort of stuff I do, like beauty and fashion and stuff like that. Loving Samantha Maria, I think she's amazing. Izzy Hadfield, really like the high fashion people as well, like In the Fro, love her. There's a girl in America called Best Dressed or something like that. Honestly, she is hilarious. Highly recommend you watch her. Like, amazing content. Like, I love how like open she is about stuff, and it just cracks me up, honestly. As you can see, like my coverage of my face, even though I'm going for a natural look, I do still like quite a full coverage because I just want it to last long. I'm a lazy girl, I don't want to be retouching. I want to spend like one time on my makeup and that's it. What I really like about using like a cream contour or a foundation like this is that it gives you a really nice glow even without the powder. And I find powders for me at the moment are just not sitting well on my skin. I'm going to go back into my Makeup Revolution powder. This yellow really does cancel the rosacea out. So I'm just going to take some of that on the same beauty blender, and then I'm just going to kind of use it under my eyes and take it right up to where I contoured my nose. Then I'm going to go in that, and then a little bit on my chin, like basically on my T-zone. I'm gonna just take this color on the end here because I think it's gonna be more of a warmer color. So I'm gonna go in with a little contour brush and just dab that. I don't want to go too crazy on this, but I'm gonna go just up here, literally just dabbing it in, and the same on the forehead. I literally have this obsession at the moment with like eating Cadbury's just before I go to sleep, and honestly I wake up with like a chin like this. So yeah, this contour needs to go down on the chin. I'm gonna just pat down my eyes really quickly because as you can see they're a little bit like creased, and where the concealer is it's just gone a little bit creasy. So I'm just gonna take that and I'm just gonna pat that crease down. Gonna go into the Reload's Iconic Fever palette. I think everyone knows I love this by now. I'm gonna go in with this colour here. So it's like sort of like a sandy colour. I absolutely love this for like transitions and blending things out. Dab the pigment all over my lid. Like very slapdash. Sort of like a brown, but it's sort of like peachy as well. I don't know if you can see, it's like such a nice colour. I'm gonna take an even fluffier brush, so like a really fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna take this colour here. It's sort of like a beige colour, more like my skin tone. So I'm just gonna take that, and I'm literally just gonna go around that crease and just kind of blend that into my skin. So it's literally like just creating a bit of colour on the lids, nothing too crazy. Whilst we've got our eyeshadow, I'm just going to use it on the bottom as well. So the same colour as we used right at the beginning, this one. When I do the bottom, I like to like sort of like wing it out a bit from the bottom. Then you've got like this nice seamless sort of wing going on. So I'm going to use that LA Girl Brow Pomade, and I'm just going to take like a small angled brush like this. This is in the colour Soft Brown, really nice colour for me, I think. Not too heavy. And I'm just going to kind of like dab it on the arch of my brow, and then kind of winging that brow out a bit. But really good for brushing your hairs up. So I'm just gonna take that, and this is gonna create like a really nice natural brow. I really do like the brow gels, I think, that have no colour to them, because they're really diverse when you want more of a natural look and when you want more of a full out look. All I've done is just do the bottom of my brow to create that definition, and then I just fluffed up the rest of it. And I actually do a couple of coats. It depends on how fluffy you want your brows, but I can do like a couple of coats. Jasper! Shh! This one's definitely sits higher than the other, but they're supposed to be sisters, not twins. False Lash Telescopic L'Oreal Paris mascara in Magnetic Black. This is really good. I really like the brush on this, so I'm going to use that to just use my lashes. Like, stunning. Back onto the self-isolation stuff, like a couple of things that I've been doing that I've been loving is actually doing like sorting out my food cupboard. Really like making sure everything's in date in my food cupboard, in my fridge, and it's been so refreshing to do. Seriously enjoying like tidying up the house and just doing little bits that I have just put off for so long because I've been too tired to do it. Also been doing a workout every day, which is not like me at all. I usually do my dance, I teach a dance class on a Friday. Obviously I can't do that anymore, but I've been trying to like keep my body moving, even if I'm just like making up a routine to film and put on TikTok in my house or like whatever. I've been like really getting into it. Also, TikTok, so much fun, absolutely loving that, and I will link my TikTok down below as well. I have discovered it for the first time, and to be honest, I didn't really know what it was all about. Like, I didn't understand, because like I'm used to editing videos professionally. I'm used to like, you know, spending all that time on a video, but the videos that you can make on there are like really fun and like quite quick to do, and I've been really enjoying making them, to be honest. I've got a fucking black thing here. Remove. It's so cringy, but I've actually been really enjoying it. Don't think Rich is very, like my boyfriend, I don't think he likes it very much, but I definitely do. I'm gonna pop this Primark eyeliner. This is in Nude, I think. I'm just gonna pop that on my waterline just to kind of like wake my eyes up a bit. Honestly, it makes a world of difference. Look at the difference. I've got the nude on this eye and not this eye. When I first started doing all this content stuff, I really did take it very seriously, and I started like planning all my Instagram posts and everything, and like pre-edit them, and you know, make sure that I'm, you know, complying with a theme and like all that. But I really don't do that anymore. But recently I have got into doing it again, and I use the app called Plan, and it's been so good for like making like my Instagram feed look very cohesive. And I've changed up my whole aesthetic because I used to use like really warm colours and stuff. It's been really good actually to kind of like focus on that, because that's something that I very much neglected. I'm gonna like brush this fluffy brush all over them because I'm starting to see that I'm not as brown as my body. So I'm just gonna brush that contour just with a bigger, fluffier brush. Just go all over my nose, my forehead, kind of just like warm up my skin a bit because it's not looking as warm as I liked it to look. Revlon Colour Stay Endless Glow liquid highlighter, and in gold, and I haven't used this yet, or have I? I can't remember, but I got it in a PR package, so I may as well give it a go. So I'm just going to do a couple of dots, dab that into my skin just to give like a nice glow. I think this could be a little bit too dark for my skin, but I'm not sure. This one is one that I know that works. This is the Revlon Makeup Revolution liquid highlighter in Euphoric Gold. It's a Colour FX dupe and I love it. Over that highlighter, yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, yeah, that's alright. I'm just gonna pop a little bit by my temples. That's done an okay job of saving that highlight, but it's still, I don't know if you can see, it's given like a really big line here. It's like gathered all the product just by here, which is really annoying. So the only drugstore product that I have used that's blush related is the Healthy Mix Bourjois Paris Sorbet Blush in Raspberry Tinted Drop, and this is really good for lips and for cheeks. So I'm gonna pop it on my finger first just so we can control how much we're using. Comes out like in this really nice like transparent colour. It looks so fluorescent on here. Put a little bit on my cheeks, and it's a really dewy, wet product, which I really like. It just blends out seamlessly. Did you see that? Like honestly, it's so good. I'm a massive fan of this. I think it just makes you look like you've got this really nice, healthy glow, and it looks so fluorescent, but it just like blends out so nicely. Like actually smells beautiful as well. I haven't been a fan of blush for such a long time, if I'm going to be honest, like because I've got like slightly red skin. I don't use a lot of blush, but recently I've been loving using blush. And then I'm going to use the same thing but on my lips. So I'm just going to pop that on my lips and just dab it in. It's so hydrating on your lips as well, and it gives such a nice colour. Finish it with the Glow Fix spray again. This is the finished look. Really glowy, really natural. This is literally like what I've been doing every day just to make myself feel a little bit more awake. I have used a few different products in there. Like I tried to use all drugstore products, but that Revlon highlighter was absolutely rubbish. I think that Glow Fix has really helped all that bulkiness that I was talking about go, and that blush. When I put that blush on, it really did blend out that bronzer and highlighter and made it look a lot better than what that highlighter made it look like. I really hope this gave you some ideas of what you can do, and let me know what you're doing in your self-isolation and quarantine that helps with your mental health and helps with your productivity of the day, because I'd love to get some ideas for myself. Give it a like, subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.